Now on to number 30. Number 30, you have a strange expression, sine of 2x over x. It's not even sine of x over x that we're used to seeing by now, hopefully. So you have to manipulate this expression a little bit. Fortunately, you don't have to use a double angle formula or anything like that. As long as my angle right here, 2x, matches with my denominator, I could apply the idea that sine of x over x as x approaches 0 is equal to 1. So what I could do is I could use this little trick. Why don't I multiply by 2 on the bottom so that I'm dealing with 2x on top and bottom. But if I do that on the bottom of the fraction, I have to do the same thing on the top. So you have 2 times sine of 2x over 2x. As the x value approaches 0, which is the same thing as simply 2 times the sine of 2x over 2x. And that 2 is a constant value, so that's okay, that the limit doesn't depend on, the limit of 2 doesn't depend on what the x value is or what the c value is. But we know that sine of 2x over 2x is essentially like a sine of x over x, okay, because the angle measures are the same thing right here. Okay, the angle measure right here matches the denominator. So we could use what we know, okay, sine of x over x being 1 as x approaches 0. And then that 2 again doesn't change. It's not affected by what the c value is. So your final answer for this one is 2. So for number 30, your answer is 2. Number 32, my hint for you is to split those up as x over x plus sine over x over x. Okay. My hint for number 34, you have to know how to factor x to the third power minus 125. Okay, it's called the difference of cubes. Difference of cubes. And then I'll give you the factoring formula for that one. Whenever you have a difference of two cubes, let's say x to the third power minus, in this case, 5 to the third power, which is 125. The factors are x minus 5 times the x squared plus the product of these two terms, 5 and x, plus and the square of the second term, 5 squared, which is 25. Okay, so that's my little hint. So go ahead and factor that and then see what happens from there. Okay. As for the rest, I would try number 45, check the answers on the back, try 50, check your answers with your neighbors, and then I'll answer more questions that you have on the homework or this lesson in class.